Ordinance number 416.
Ordinance number 416, an ordinance declaring the desire of the City Council of East Cleveland to enter into negotiations with the City of Cleveland for annexation by the City of Cleveland for corporate municipal purposes only pursuant to revised code 709.23 and appointing 3 commissioners to represent the City of East Cleveland in those negotiations and declaring an emergency for the public welfare. Requested by council as a whole, sponsored by the council as a whole.
Council President, I move that 416 be tabled.
I second it.
Move second. Discussion.
No.
Call the roll.
Councilor Martin?
Yay.
Councilor Thomas?
Yay.
Councilor Graham? Yay. Council Vice President King?
Yay.
Council President Wheeler?
Yay.
Ordinance 0416 has been tabled.
No. Ordinance number 5-16.
Ordinance number 516, second read, an ordinance authorizing the submission to the vote of the electors of the City of East Cleveland, Ohio, of the proposed amendment of Section 115H of the Charter of the City of East Cleveland to provide that the mayoral primary election be held on the second Tuesday of September. Requested by Mayor Gary Norton Jr. and sponsored by Vice President Brandon L. King.
0516. But
I support it, and I move for its adoption.
move in second.
I second it.
Second. Discussion. Call the roll.
Well, yeah, there's some discussion on it. Somebody brought it up.
I would like an explanation given to the public as
Okay.
far as it being in line.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll explain. This is, someone, I think, Omay said, the general, this is the primary. And my understanding is, and I circled it, it says, whereas the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections County has advised the City of East Cleveland that it's the only community in Cuyahoga County that does not hold its fall primary election the second Tuesday in September. So we're the only one. So what we're doing here is we'll be like all the other 59 municipalities in Cuyahoga County will have the primary in September. That's all to it. I have no problem with that.
And we wouldn't have to have a special
No,
election.
right,
So then we would
right.
be saving
Be with
money
everyone else.
instead of incurring costs.
Thank you.
Not only that, I think basically it was dealt with before, but it was not in this venue. It was in the regular. I think I talked to Gladys today, and she said it was addressed last time. I don't know why it didn't go through, because I can't answer that. But like my colleague said, it's saving money. And I don't think we should be out of line when we're always talking about saving money. And this is one of the areas that we can unanimously agree on. Thank you.
No other comments from council? Call the roll, please.
Councilor Martin?
Yay.
Councilor Thomas?
Yay.
Councilor Graham?
Yay.
Council Vice President King?
Yay.
Council President Wheeler?
Yay.
Ordinance 0-15 has passed.
516.
516. Ordinance 0616, second read, an ordinance authorizing the submission to vote of the electors of the City of East Cleveland, Ohio, of a proposed amendment of Section 49 of the Charter of the City of East Cleveland to clarify and modernize matters relating to the recall procedure used in such petitioning. Requested by Mayor Gary Norton Jr. and sponsored by Vice President Brandon L. King.
Ordinance number 616, sponsored by you, Mr. President.
Council President, I sponsor it, and I move for its adoption.
Move second.
This is another ordinance that came into question. I know for discussions.
We have a new second.
I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'll second.
Second.
Not for discussion.
Before we go into discussion, because I sponsor this, I would like to go first to the mayor to tell us what it is, if you don't mind.
I was
Mr.
in the
Mayor,
process
please.
of discussion. I was in the process of.
Yeah, if we start, I think that's the proper start.
I think we all know that the rules of council lay out the order in which discussion is held. There's the administration who makes a presentation, the sponsor of the ordinance who can make a presentation, and then it will go to general discussion with council. That's actually been codified rules of council. So if you'd like me to, I'm happy to do it, but if not, actually.
Mr.
President.
One thing, Mr. Chair, I think this is our meeting.
No, I know.
I'm not finna talk about it. What I'm saying is, if this is if my colleague is sponsoring, I think as a council person sponsoring this, he should not have to refer to the mayor. He should be able to explain this.
I beg different. As long as we get informed, it would matter. So if it comes from him, or what, either one of you all, whatever.
He's sponsoring it.
Yeah, but
Well,
some people can articulate maybe better than others, and that's fine with me.
Well,
No.
here's where I'm at now.
So,
Well, hold on.
before you go, I sponsor, right? It is
Yeah.
coming out of the finance committee, which I cheer because it is directly tied to the finances of the city, as is the ordinance before. Now, according to proper procedure, I would like the mayor to talk about it. Council is not mine.
Not your committee person? Not one of your committee
I'm
persons?
happy to do that, Mr. President.
Who I am?
Okay, let's keep here. We're trying to get an understanding of the legislation that's before, the ordinance that's before us. There's no problem with letting somebody explain it, and we can rebuttal it.
Well, you know what, I have a concern about it because I deferred to him to respond to something and he wouldn't open up his mouth because he picks the council people to relax. And that's he certainly does. Okay, so when he's gonna respond to this but not respond when I ask him to respond to something, that creates division. Okay, so he can pick and choose what he want to respond to? Come on!
I can't help that.
Okay, well,
I do want to say this, that regardless of what you may think it may be, the way we react to it can create division. So let's inform the public as far as what this is. Let them have clear understanding. That's what we need to do.
The sponsor of this piece of ordinance asked if the mayor could speak on it. Don't speak on it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. This is one of those pieces of legislation that will make some people very satisfied, and it's one that will make some people unsatisfied. It's something that council is putting forth really to put in the people's hands. You can't go wrong in the American democracy when you leave something to the people to decide. So this is not council making a decision and putting down by fiat what shall be the recall procedure for the city of East Cleveland. It's making available to the people the opportunity to make a decision to keep what is currently in the charter or change what is currently in the charter. And again, there are some people who would rather not give folks the opportunity to decide. So this is what this piece of legislation would do. Essentially, this piece of legislation would stipulate that in order to sign a recall petition and be counted as a valid signature,